Hello everyone, my name is Aishwarya Jogin, pursuing my Masters of Computer Application in the Department of Studies in Computer Science, Manasa Gangotri, University of Mysore. Today, I welcome you all to the presentation on the project called Virtual Personal Assistant. Let us discuss about the Virtual Personal Assistant in detail. Contents. These are the contents which I am going to discuss today. Introduction, history, basic concepts used, working, available applications, user interfaces, comparison between popular ones, VPAs in future, and conclusion. Introduction. Let us see what is virtual personal assistant, concept of an artificial personal assistant, voice controlled personal digital assistant, and the combination of automatic speech recognition, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and inter-process communication. Before that, let us study some history about the VPA. That is, the first PDA was released in the year 1984 by CIAN, the organizer, and early PDAs was devices having full keyboard and touchscreen, which was also known as palms. And the concept of virtual assistant was first developed by Joseph Weizenbaum of MIT in the late 60s. The first chatterbot was Eliza, and Julia is an example of the second generation chatterbot, and Alice is an example of third generation chatterbot. Let us discuss the basic concept used in this VPA. That is, the working of virtual assistant uses following principles, that are natural language processing, automatic speech recognition, artificial intelligence, and inter-process communication. Natural language processing is to understand the user's speech input, and automatic speech recognition is to understand the command according to the user input. Artificial intelligence is to learn the things from the user and to store all the information about behavior and the relations of the user. And inter-process communication is to get the important information from the other software applications. Let us see the hardware and software requirements. Hardware requirements are a phone with a touchscreen interface, phone RAM should be of minimum 512 MB, a good internet connectivity, the phone should have USB debugging mode for development and the testing purposes. These are all the hardware requirements, and software requirements are operating system should be Android 4.1 or Windows 8.1 or iOS 6 or higher, and the kernel version used to should be 3.016 or higher, and the support of other basic applications like maps, calendars, camera, web connection, etc. are needed. Yes, let us see the working of virtual personal assistant. That is, any virtual assistant basically consists of three layers. That is, speech to text, text analyzing, and interpret commands. Let us discuss these three layers. First one is speech to text layer. In that, a piece of software used that converts audio to text, and it doesn't understand anything, just you might say. And second layer is text analyzing. That is, converted text is just letters for computers, and a piece of software converts text to something that is understandable for computer, and computer understands the command. So virtual assistant like Siri converts this text to the computer command. And VPA maps are the words to functions and parameters to create a command that computer can understand. Example of reminder. Let us see the hardware and software requirements. Hardware requirements are as follows. A phone with a touchscreen interface. Phone RAM should be of minimum 512 MB and a good internet connectivity, and the phone should have USB debugging mode for development and testing purposes. And the software requirements are operating system should be Android 4.1, Windows 8.1 or iOS 6 or higher, and the kernel version should be 3.0.16 or higher, and support of other basic applications like maps, calendars, camera, web connection, etc. Let us see the working of the VPA. Any virtual assistant basically consists of three layers, that are. Let us see the working of the VPA. Any virtual assistant basically consists of three layers, such as speech to text. Any virtual assistant basically consists of three layers such as speech to text, text analyzing, and interpret commands. Let us discuss what are these three layers. First one is speech to text, where a piece of software used that converts audio to text and it doesn't understand just anything you might say. Second layer is text analyzing, where converted text is just letters for computers and a piece of software converts text to something that is understandable for computer and computer understand the command, so virtual assistant like Siri convert this text to the computer command. And VPS maps the words to functions and parameters to create a command that computer can understand. Example of reminder. And last layer is interpret commands. In this layer, that mapped computer command go to the server through internet. Simultaneously, your speech evaluated locally. A local reorganizer communicate with server to judge whether command will be best handled locally or not. For example, play music, restaurant reservation, and movie rating. Let us see the available applications of VPA. That is Google Now, Cortana, Siri, Robin, DragonGo, Eevee, Easily2. These are all the applications of VPAs, where Google Now is supported on the platform Android and iOS. Cortana is supported on the platform Windows. Siri is on iOS. Robin is used in the Android. DragonGo used in the iOS. Eevee and Easily2 both are on the both supports on the platform Android. Let us see the features of VPA. Speaks naturally, communicate with surroundings and other objects, geofencing and event-based services, grows with you and gets smarter every day and will definitely entertain you. Some of the features of virtual assistant you may ask him in day by day, that is make phone calls, schedule meetings and appointments, get direction, send messages, set reminders, ask any type of questions, play music and videos, and wake me at 6:30 am. These are all the questions which we may ask in day by day to the VPA. User interface. Google Now is one of the user interface where it is supported on the platform Android. You can see in the picture how Google Now is and how it works. Siri which supports in the platform iOS, and Cortana which supports on the platform Windows. Yes, let us discuss about the comparison on features of popular VPAs in market. Here is a comparison between most popular and commonly used three VPAs, which are Google Now, Siri, Cortana. Okay, let us see voice. Voice is more popular in the Siri. Voice activation is more popular in Google Now. Touch activation is more popular in all the three. Interface is more popular in Google Now. Gathering information is more popular in Siri and Cortana, and unique abilities are popular in Siri and Cortana. So the total is Siri 4, Cortana 3 and Google Now 3. So Siri is at the top. Timing and accuracy. That is, for example, if I ask any question like where can I see the movie The Equalizer? So the Siri will retrieve the data in the 3.5 seconds, Cortana will take 6 seconds and Google Now will take 5.47 seconds. The best answer is Google Now, while the Siri was more faster than the Google Now. And for take another example, remind me to pick up the dry cleaning. That is, for this the Siri will take 2.7 seconds, Cortana will take 5 seconds, Google Now will take 6 seconds. The best answer is Siri. Yes, anything we discuss have some advantages and disadvantages. So let us discuss the advantages of VPA. These are the applications make small and smart handheld devices to combine multiple features, and they allow you to export and import the data, store various information, make to-do lists, recognizes voice commands, controls various application of device, provides services regarding your location, and helps to plan your whole day. That is, reminds you important things on accurate situations or location. That is geofencing, which I discussed in the previous slide. Disadvantages. Listening problem, silent mode support, navigation languages, and internet connect access are some of the disadvantages of the VPA. Listening problem is the where VPA get problem to process wrong pronounced words and miscellaneous words. Silent mode support, here VPA gives a response in voice output, thus it doesn't work properly in silent mode. Navigation language, most of VPAs can understand only English language. This is the main problem. And internet access, VPA needs internet connection to give desired output. If something problem happens, it will provide the message like didn't catch that, try speaking again. Let us see the future of VPA or VPA in future. Next step will be to strip back the physical hardware as far as possible. With the intelligence of the virtual assistant existing in the cloud, getting pulled in and pushing its way into our lives on multiple devices, on our bodies and in our offices, homes and vehicles. Your virtual assistant will be continually prompting you with suggestions and taking instructions and will know more about you than perhaps you do yourself. And we can expect this device to be implanted and permanent. To end with the conclusion, virtual personal assistants are very effective way to organize your schedule. Now there are many smart personal digital assistant applications available in market for various device platforms. These new software applications are performing really well than PDA devices as they provided with all resources of your smartphone. And VPAs are also reliable than human personal assistant because VPAs are more portable and you can use them anywhere anytime. They also have a lot of information than any assistant as they are connected with the internet. Yes, if you have any questions, any queries regarding this or any suggestions, you can drop in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.